Good morning, Regina. Good morning, everyone. In 1 hour, a procession is expected to start from the York County Coroner's Office to take Officer Andrew Duarte's body to a hospital for an autopsy. Jake will have more information on that in just a minute. This morning, we are also hearing that visitors are not able to visit the hospital here, UPMC Memorial York Hospital, for the time being. Also, counseling is available for this week for the staff members who were inside at the time of the shooting. We're also hearing directly from Officer Duarte's mother, Nancy Duarte Matarese. She says that Andrew was her only child, and she talked to NBC News in an exclusive interview. Right now, she says that this is an out-of-body experience for her as she learned the news about her son on Saturday morning, and that she is overwhelmed by all of the support that her family has received so far. Duarte's mother says the Lord gifted her son in so many ways, and he used those gifts to serve his community.
Andrew's my only child, and he's an amazing young man. He had a warrior heart and a warrior spirit. He was incredibly intelligent, loving, sweet, and kind. We were very close.
Nancy says that she was not surprised to hear that her son rushed into that hospital in a dangerous situation on Saturday morning, because she says that was the kind of person that he was. And while she is still trying to process all that happened, she's thanking everyone who has supported and prayed for her family. We're also learning more about what happened inside that hospital on Saturday morning, a timeline of events from police. York County DA Timothy Barker says that DeAngelis Archangel Ortiz walked into the hospital Saturday morning carrying a handgun and zip ties. This was around 10:30 in the morning. Police say Archangel Ortiz then went to the ICU, held multiple staff members hostage, shooting 3 people. A nurse and a custodian are being treated for their injuries. The hospital says they are on the road to recovery. A doctor was also grazed by a bullet and did not need medical attention. Now, shortly after Archangel Ortiz went into the ICU, police say that he held a staff member at gunpoint. Police say they tried to get him to drop the gun, but they say he walked toward them holding that hostage at gunpoint, and that's when police say they shot and killed him. 3 law enforcement officers were also shot, including Officer Duarte. One of the other officers who was hurt was from Northern York County Regional Police. He has been released from the hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. This morning, we're also hearing from a physician assistant who says that he met with Archangel Ortiz caring for that shooter's loved one in the week leading up to the attack. His name is Lester Mendoza. He says that he was the one who told Archangel Ortiz that his loved one passed away at the hospital. He went on to write in a Facebook post, "I saw his devastation firsthand. In that moment, I truly did not see a monster. He was simply broken." Mendoza added that he never expected Archangel Ortiz to do something like this weekend. He described the attack also on his coworkers and what they experienced inside the ICU. He says members of my ICU team were zip-tied and had to face the nightmare of potentially their last breath on earth as they had to stare back defenseless at the barrel of a deadly weapon. Mendoza went on to say, while people will look for someone to blame, the reality is this. He says the system is failing all of us. Mendoza criticized the healthcare system for pushing healthcare workers, he says, past their limits and failing patients with a lack of resources and high costs. That is a reaction from inside the hospital. Now we go over to News 8's Jake Reyes, who is live outside the York County Coroner's Office with how Duarte will be remembered and the procession starting in just under an hour. Jake?
Matt, that's exactly right. A procession is set to take place and begin here at the York County Coroner's Office in just about an hour from now, and they will carry the body of Officer Duarte to Lehigh Valley, where an autopsy will be done. Duarte just turned 30 a week ago before he was killed on Saturday. Now, Duarte has been a police officer for more than 6 years. He spent 5 years with the Denver Police Department in Colorado, where he worked as a patrol officer. In 2021, Duarte received the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Hero Award for his work in impaired driving enforcement. Duarte was honored in 2 events on Saturday night. On your screen, you could see a procession where dozens of first responders were lining up along George Street in York at the entrance of the WellSpan York Hospital, where the victims were taken. Community members also laid flowers on the steps of the West York Borough Police Department and came together to light candles.
And I think of the family of Andrew, this incredible officer. I think of all the hurt that they are going through right now, the shock